What's up, buddy? How you doing? How you been? I missed you, buddy. And I've been thinking about something I wanted to talk to you about. What I want to talk to you about is these TV shows where it seems like the people making them must be high out of their minds. What are they doing? Now, some of you may famously remember the movie Star Wars Rogue One, which came at this weird point in time where Disney was telling us you're going to get a Star Wars movie every year. And we're like, what are you talking? How are you going to make a Star Wars movie every year? And they're like, what about a story about the people who found the plans for the Death Star? And then, of course, because I'm a real, fan, I go, oh, you mean Kyle Katarn from Star Wars Dark Forces or whatever the hell it was? I already played that video game. And they went, no, that's not canon anymore. It's a different group of people. And it's a lady, Jyn Erso, and also her friend, the rebel with a black coal heart, Cassian Andor. Okay. It wasn't a terrible movie. But ultimately, Disney realized, well, this is not a viable strategy to keep making a Star Wars movie every year, because for everyone that's like halfway decent, like Rogue One, then we got like the Han Solo movie, which just sucked balls, and they need to take more time. If you're gonna make a movie, script should be done like, I don't know, 5 years ahead of time. Stop pumping these things out. Anyway, so Rogue One, it's okay, decent movie. I dislike it for a number of reasons that I won't get into here because it would take too long to sum up. But I did like, it's okay. It's a little band of brothers movie. Everybody's got a different skill or quirk or whatever. And one of them, again, is this guy, Cassian Andor, who is a rebel. The rebels. I wanted to say resistance, but you can't say resistance anymore. That's a whole different thing. He's a rebel soldier, but he's not, the nicest guy. He's a little dark. He's, a little ruthless. And then he has a character arc during the movie. During the movie, he changes. He becomes a little more lighthearted, a little more, I don't know, fighting for a greater good or something. I don't know what you want to say. But everything I need to know about that character, I got in that one movie. Starts off, he's a little hard-hearted, ruthless, do whatever it takes to get done. Then he learns to care about people. And ultimately, spoilers, whatever, if you haven't seen it yet, we got to talk about it. He's dead. He dies at the end. Learned his lesson, maybe fell in love with this Jyn Erso girl, or it's a platonic friendship, who knows? And that's it. And okay. Nice little war story. Fun little group of characters. Let's move on. Then Disney says we're gonna give him a whole TV show, and I go, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Why? For what purpose? Why do we need a Cassian Andor TV show? What? Why? Again, everything I want to know about this character was covered in a simple 2-hour movie. He was like not even the main. He was like the co-lead or whatever. He had his character arc. It's all settled. He's dead in the ground. He got the Death Star plans, and then he fucking died in a nuclear holocaust. Okay, it's over. And then they're like, we're gonna make a show about like what came before. Who cares? Why? Who? He's dead. Let him be dead. So I never understood. Again, this always seemed like one of those projects where I went, well, they're just a little high. They're smoking a little too much reefer over at Lucasfilm. They're going to get, a couple pages into the script and go, you know what? This character's not deep enough to base a TV show around. He wasn't that popular. The movie's not like the great God's gift to creation that we need to flesh out the world of Rogue One. And yet yesterday at, of course, the ongoing Disney Celebration, Star Wars Celebration fan convention in Anaheim, we have the Andor teaser trailer. Okay, well, I guess it's getting made. I don't know why. I don't understand why we're making this show. But here is 1 minute and 54 seconds to try and convince me that Cassian Andor, again, a guy whose entire character arc is already handled, like, I keep saying this character arc idea because, so we're going to meet him before his character has developed into being, so is this just the show where he's like kind of a shitty sleazebag, or is this going to show him turning from a good guy into a sleazebag, and then the movie is him turning from a sleazebag back into a good guy? I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to see, what am I going to get from Andor? Tell me. All right. There's a guy with 2 hammers. Nice. Is that Cassian? Is that Mr. Andor himself? Oh. Okay. What the hell was that? He woke up the children of the forest, I guess. Alright, hold on. Video, is that him? Is that Cassian Andor? Is he gonna be like a kid? Is this about, like, growing up as a kid during Empire times? I don't think so. I think they're using the same actor. But I'm gonna assume this is what, Andor's tribe? Did he live in the woods and he's gonna protect all the woods people? What's happening? Tell me, Andor trailer. Andor. Is that him? Which one's Andor? Is that Andor? Who's Andor? Which one? Is it the same guy? Alright. Oh no, here comes the Empire, I guess. What was that? Who are those? Look, is that the Empire? Why is it who's Chubbs McGee over here? Who are they? What is happening? Tell me. Teaser. All right, that's him. That's Andor. All right, we got our. I love Andor so much that I'm so excited to finally see him in the trailer. So it looks like a town's under attack. Is Andor going to take control here? Let's find out.
They're
Let's
so
do
proud
it.
of themselves. So fat and satisfied. They're everywhere. They're watching me now.
Soon enough, these days will end. There will be no rules going forward.
People.
Whoa, was that Leia? That doesn't make it. No. Who is that? Who's addressing the Senate? Thought it was Leia from the back, but that wouldn't make sense for the time period. Who is that? What is happening? Is that a new Grand Moff, perhaps? What do we got?
Are standing up. That's what a reckoning sounds like.
Andor! I have no idea what this show is. Why are you making this, Disney? Here's the problem I note when I look at this, and when I think about Star Wars overall. I was thinking about this recently. There's a show called Gundam. I'm actually wearing a Gundam hat, coincidentally. I was not planning this. Gundam is what I consider, or I often compare it, as the Japanese equivalent of Star Wars, with giant robots instead of lightsabers. And it's about guys who pilot... it's basically, but it is a World War parable. You know, you have the good guys, the bad guys, different military technology. It's very interesting, and it's kind of like telling World War II stories, war stories, in a science fiction setting. The problem is that Gundam has like a slight amount of nuance, right? Where even the guys who are fighting for what would technically be called like the, you know, the German side or whatever else, not all of them are like pure evil. Some of them are just like, no, like Mars deserves independence, and the Earth colonies are not treating us fairly, and taxes and whatever else. And you go, well, you know, even though this side is clearly the side of bad, I can almost empathize with some of these characters who have nobler beliefs on the enemy side. The problem with Star Wars is that the bad guys are so, like, comically evil that you almost... Because I'm looking at this trailer, and I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, here's this, you know, chick in an Empire hat, or, you know, here's some other Empire guys. Like, maybe some of them will actually... you know, be interesting villains who kind of make an argument as to why the Empire is good and whatever else. But the problem is the Empire, like, blows up planets to prove a point, you know? Like, it's really hard to justify anything the Empire does. They're like, and the guy who runs them is a guy with a monster face who literally is the pure embodiment of evil. There's no interesting military nuance in Star Wars to have, like, a both sides debate. Which is kind of a tragedy. I mean, maybe you could do it. But as I'm watching this, I'm like, are we really just going to get another show that's about Empire guys landing on a planet, getting out of a spaceship, threatening everybody on the show? I mean, it's happening at Obi-Wan right now. The Inquisitors land your spaceship, you get off, you give a speech about we're the Empire, and Like, I've seen it. I get it. They're evil, and then there's scrappy underdogs who have to stop them, right? But at this point, I'm like, how many times can you do that scene? Of Empire guys landing and a new Empire general stepping out and having a big speech about the galaxy and order and whatever else. I would like to have, I guess I'm saying instead of an Andor show, I'd rather have a show about whoever this military, I guess I'm making fan fiction in my head. I'm more interested in this character because I wonder if she's like got something to say, you know? About like the outer colonies of the universe need to be brought together. Democracy is flawed for this reason, and you need fascism. A strong leader will unite us all and bring us into a goal. Like, that would be interesting. But I think I'm just going to get, again, they go, oh, they're fat and happy, these Empire guys, and we, the scrappy underdogs, we are the good ones. I don't know. It's becoming comical. I don't know how you build on a universe where everything is this black and white. You literally have the light and dark side of the Force. Like, you're limited as to stories you can tell. But, you know, what do I know? What can I say? I don't think the show... Just go watch World War II documentaries at this point. If you want a good war story. Go watch that movie, Fury. Or what's his name? Shia LaBeouf drives a tank. All good stuff. I'm not getting anything out of Andor. I don't get it. But we'll see. Who knows? Are you excited for the Cassian Andor show? Tell me right now. It's just more of the Empire being cartoonishly evil and the rebels all having a heart of gold and being, you know, beautiful minority children. A little... It really is. It's always a bunch of white Empire guys, and you cut to the guys they're oppressing, and it's like, look, they're like a magic tribe of all colors and shapes and size. You're like, I know, I get it. But that's the Andor show. Tell me what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. And please, check out the mailing list for my comic book Super Killer. I want 500 people to sign up for this mailing list. I'm at 360 or so. So please get on the mailing list so when my comic book goes live, you'll be one of the first to know about it. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Cassian Andor. I don't get it.